What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Ava, the newest film from director Tate Taylor. Before we begin, if you like my channel, cool, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, cool, hit that like button, as well as commenting below on any video that you watch, including this one. So, the action genre, the kick-ass genre, as you can call it, is a genre that's been, of course, predominantly a male-driven genre. We've seen, of course, like Matt Damon, Liam Neeson, so on and so forth come up in the last few years. So the female kick-ass genre has been something of a new thing. We've had people like Scarlett Johansson. We've had people like Charlize Theron, Halle Berry, Jennifer Lawrence. These are actresses that aren't necessarily known for doing these types of roles. Now we have this film called Ava, which is directed by the help's Tate Taylor, which has Jessica Chastain now as a kick-ass martial arts style actress in a film role. And that, to me personally, is exciting because Jessica Chastain, one, is a fantastic actress, but two, seeing her kick ass in a movie is a lot of fun because, she's doing something out of her norm. And so when I saw this trailer, when I went into this movie, I was excited to see what, Tate Taylor, who is a pretty decent director, and what Jessica Chastain would bring to the table in this genre that's actually quite entertaining to watch. Atomic Blonde is one of the best action films of like the last 10 years in my personal opinion. So this film basically sees a character named Ava, played by Jessica Chastain, who is a mercenary for hire. Her like kind of handler friend is played by John Malkovich. She goes and she assassinates people or does whatever is required by a group of people. And one of those hits is basically a botched job, which basically puts her on the run from her group that she knows. But of course, John Malkovich is trying to protect her. And that's when Colin Farrell comes in as the kind of guy who needs to take her down or to put her out of commission and stuff like that. And so this movie basically follows her and then her problems with her family because she's had a past with alcoholism and stuff like that. Her sister, of course, is played by Jess Weixler, who is married to, of course, Common's character. The mother is played by, of course, Geena Davis. And she's dealing with that as well as dealing with the scenario of this botched hit job, basically. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a solid story, you would think. But after watching this movie, I don't even understand what the point of this movie was. This movie is a drama about a woman who is having to deal with her demons of her past with a little bit of action put in, with a little espionage, with a couple cool moments, but it's mostly just her dealing with her sister's husband who she has a past with, her, just kind of wandering around trying to deal with that situation. And then Colin Farrell comes in for a couple scenes and John Malkovich comes in for a couple scenes, but the movie is just so displaced and so just kind of not what I was expecting that this movie is not really an action film in my honest opinion. Yes, it has action in it, but the action that you're expecting from the trailers doesn't even come in until like the last 17 minutes of this movie. This movie has an hour and 33-minute runtime, and the last 17 minutes is when the cool action truly is forward. The idea of putting Jessica Chastain in an action film, having her be a badass, seeing the moves she can do, yes, there's some scenes in here, but there's nothing like to fill the void of just boringness. This movie's boring. There's not much fun. I was looking at my phone when I was watching this movie, and I just don't feel that this movie deserved what its script was given it. It feels like such a haphazard movie, and maybe that's the fault of the director of Tate Taylor because he was brought in after some issues with the other director. Maybe Tate Taylor doesn't know how to do action. Maybe the script is more of just focused on the family drama than it is the action. But when you want to do a movie like Atomic Blonde and you want to put somebody like Jessica Chastain in it, make a movie like Atomic Blonde, have the bad guys going after her, have the the action and the violence and everything you want out of these movies. I don't really want to see a family drama where it deals with a sister and a person who just hasn't been there for their family. It's just that stuff can be in there, but just make it condensed. It's like almost an hour's worth of that movie that it boggles the mind of why this movie was even created. It was created to sell tickets or sell VOD because of Jessica Chastain's name on it. But I don't know. I just felt this movie lacked. I really did. I felt it was kind of tedious, boring, and not a very good action film. And the action is not very well shot, not very well produced, and yeah, it's not really good. I don't think anybody in this movie is particularly that great. I actually think Common and Jess Wexler's character are very, very grating, and they're very annoying. Geena Davis is fun, but I always like Geena Davis and the stuff she does. So, but yeah, for the first film, for an action film that had Jessica Chastain, I'm completely disappointed. So it's not a very good film. Stick with like Atomic Blonde and Saw. I think you'll have a much better time. So, but anyways, that's my take on Ava. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you do decide to see this movie, what you think of it. Did you like it much better than I did? You know, for me, it's just not very good. So, but anyways, if you like my channel, cool, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. Hey, if you like these videos, cool, hit that like button. If you dislike them, it is what it is. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.